TRICOM 19th Congress. The fight against fake news has begun. Pero hindi lang ito laban ng TRICOM. Laban ito ng taong bayan. Makiisa, makialam, manindigan.
Mahirap talaga itong laban na to.
Mahirap talaga yung laban kasi hindi naman naiintindihan. Hindi nyo naiintindihan yung konsepto ng prior restraint, ng censorship, hindi nyo naiintindihan yung freedom of speech, yung right, yung protected speech. Mahirapan talaga kayo kung wala kayong alam. Tatangan nyo dyan eh.
Ganyan talaga pag mahina talaga. Mahina sa science ang bansa, hindi nila ito maintindihan. No? Ngayon, kung sasabihin mo yung opinion is true or false, then it is for you to appreciate it. If it is false, then it's false. If it's true, then it's true for you. Now, what is it to you that the person's opinion is false? Do you really want to jail someone for having a false opinion? Halimbawa, sinabi ko, ako ay reincarnation ni Cleopatra. Oh. Anong gusto mo? Pakukulong mo ako?
Hindi ka nagsasabi ng totoo. Yun yung sabi ko eh.
Malay ko, hindi ko rin alam kung totoo yun. Wala akong documents.
Sino bang
diba?
numero unong fake news purveyor? Mga parents ng toddlers.
Yeah, si Santa Claus.
Diba?
Sabihin ng mga magulang, sa mga magulang, no, regalo yan ni Santa Claus. Ano yung pakukulong mo yung magulang mo? Dahil pagtanda mo, nalaman mo hindi pala totoo si Santa Claus. Niloloko ka pala ng hanggang ng ilang taon.
Or the trauma na binigay sa'yo ng magulang mo dahil sinabi niya pag nagkasugat ka, may lalabas na pare.
Oo, yung mga ganyan. Eh, yung mga ano, how exact, di ba? Parang, who is going to judge if the opinion is true or false? And what is it to you? The only cure for a false opinion is more opinion.
Natauhan si Pastor kaya bumait. Nagantihan lang ni Inday, bumait lang na lang bigla. Huwag nyo kasi ululin ang Bisaya, hindi ka sasantuhin yan. Ayan. Yung ano kay Colonel Grijaldo. So, after nung TRICOM, after ma-dismiss ma-terminate nung hearing, ganyan, tapos after nung makausap sila Benny Abante at saka si Dan Fernandez. Ay, by the way, di ba kumakalat yung picture ng GMA News na nagpa-picture daw kami sa TRICOM, ganon. Actually, hindi yun for the TRICOM. Magpapapicture lang talaga kami kay Paduano. Okay? Kay Paduano. Bakit? Kasi, si Paduano, siya di ba yung nagpa-contempt kay siya yung nag-move para i-contempt si Papi Mark. Ganyan. And yung hearing today, Barbers is really insisting na na hindi pa palawigin pa natin yung effectivity ng contempt order tsaka yung mga subpoena nila at tsaka yung kasi syempre we are under the pain of being cited in contempt if we're going to attack the TRICOM, ganyan-ganyan. They can just issue a contempt order and then put us in detention. So ngayon, ang gusto ni Barbers, yung effect niyan would be up until the last day of the session ng 19th Congress, which is on the 13th. On the 13th. Ganon. So gusto niya pang palawigin. So ngayon, sabi ni, well, magkakahiring pa ba tayo ng other day aside from this? Wala na. So ngayon, si Paduano, pinanindigan niya, sinabi niya na kapag i-extend nyo at gagawin nyo ang 13 to, kailangan mag-amend muna tayo ng rules. Pag nag-amend tayo ng rules, kailangan ng boto ng 2/3 ng miyembro ng House. There's really no time. So, ibig sabihin, kapag terminate natin ang TRICOM ngayong araw na to, ibig sabihin, lahat ng subpoena, lahat ng contempt order are going to be lifted. Mabubura na yun lahat. Ganon. So, to be fair kay Paduano, pinanindigan niya yon. So therefore, na-lift na yung contempt order ni Papi Mark. So ibig sabihin, Papi Mark will not be detained anymore. Ayun. So only for that reason, kaya gusto naming i-appreciate kanina si Paduano. Only because of that. Ngayon, sabi namin, ay magpa-picture tayo magpa-picture tayo kay Paduano. At aningin yung ibang mga congressman. Ganon. Kasi nga, ayun. Nagpunta kami doon, nagpa-picture lang talaga kami kay Paduano. Ganon. Pagkatapos, sige, etong si Rep Paduano, he looks so uncomfortable na pinagkakaguluhan namin siya. Kasi andun kami yung mga vloggers andun kami lahat nagpunta kami sa stage, andun yung ibang mga congressman, pero ang pinagkakaguluhan lang namin si Paduano. Tapos lahat kami nag-selfie with him. Ganon. And I think that made Kong Paduano really uncomfortable. Blurred ang video. Oo nga, hindi ko nga alam kung bakit nag-blur Ayan. Bakit kaya? Teka. Ayan. Ayan, sana hindi na mag-ano. Hindi ko nga alam kung bakit nagbe-blur Bakit kaya? Mukhang autofocus. Ayan. Okay lang blurred kaysa clear. Clean the lens. Oo nga, nilinis ko naman yung nilinis ko naman yung lens. Sa settings. Ayun. Check ang autofocus. Sabi ni Carolina, what they did, they solidified vloggers, independent-minded individuals has become one on purpose and spirit. Ginawa nila kayong hybrid Dimagi-Ba team. Actually, sa totoo lang, yes. Yun yung magandang consequence nitong mga pangyayaring ito. Ayan. Ma'am, internet lagging or settings po ang cam nyo. Pwede nyo rin ilipat sa ibang USB port yung cam. Ano to, built-in na camera nung laptop? Ayun. So, hindi ko nga alam kung ba't nagaganyan Turn off mo yung background blur. Software issue yan. Kailangan mo mag-restart ng video para ma-fix. Actually, pagka pinuntahan ko yung video ko para tanggalin yung camera, para tanggalin yung blur, hindi ko mahanap kung saan, ayun, kung saan siya i-unblur. Oo, wala sa virtual background. Sa virtual background, sige nga. O, camera ko yung blur. Ayan. Kailangan nakaganto ako. Ayan, StreamYard settings, hindi Dapat malapit po kayo sa cam. Oo nga, baka sobrang layo ko. Ito, ayan okay. So, kailangan lumapit sa camera. Kailangan ganito kalapit. Okay. Okay, ayan. So yun yung nangyari. Yun yung parang eksena kanina. And hindi na nila nasa lang kami, nasa malayo kami sa yung hearing, nilagay kami doon sa halos katabi na ng pintuan, doon sa entrance, ganon. Malayo kami doon sa mga resource speakers na iba, doon sa parang pinaka-main na table, yung round table. Malayo kami doon sa mga congressmen, malayo kami doon sa Kaya nga hindi ko gets na parang ba't sinaman pa kami dito? Gagawin lang pala kaming audience. Ganun yung hindi ko maintindihan. Why do they need us to go there? Sana hindi na lang sila nag-send ng summon. Manonood pa rin naman na kami, pero online na lang. Ayan. Kwento mo rin yung palakpakan. Oo, eto na nga. So, si Akop kasi, si J. Ruiz, ang gusto niya, sabi niya, dapat, yung government, when they try to coordinate with social media platform na i-take down yung something, ganyan, dapat daw automatic na yung mga media platform na susundin, gano'n. Tapos for J. Ruiz, dapat nga merong initiative daw, yung utos daw is manggaling rin sa gobyerno. Kumbaga parang may sariling fact-checking daw dapat ang gobyerno, ganyan. And kumbaga heavy regulation on the part of the government. Ganun yung gusto mangyari ni J. Ruiz, ganun. Kasi ako, nagtanong siya, sabi niya ganun, well, if that's the case, how can we be sure na yung government is not going to abuse its power at hindi mako-compromise yung freedom of speech? Sabi ganun ni Akop. So nung narinig namin yun, nagpalakpakan kami. Nung narinig namin yun, nagpalakpakan kami. So parang feeling ko nagulat rin si Akop. Ito pa nakakatawa. Parang sila, yung jumpy sila pagka nilalapitan sila ng mga vloggers. So tapos na yung hearing, naglalabasan na sila. Jumpy sila pagka may yung parang, alam mo yung parang guilty yung feelings nila. Na, sir, ganyan. nakita nila, nalalapitan sila ng vlogger para kausapin, umiiwas sila. Tapos parang tapos yung kanilang yung kanilang immediate reaction is, uy, trabaho lang ganyan. Guilty sa pinaggagawa nila dun sa hearing.
Yun talaga sinabi nila, uy, trabaho lang? Sino-sino?
Ako, Benny Abante, Dan Fernandez.
Well, sana. Ewan ko sa inyo. Ano
O,
yun?
diba?
Sino nagpatrabaho sa inyo? Yun ang tanong.
Ayun ang tanong. Yun ang tanong kasi dapat nagtatrabaho kayo para sa amin. Para sa taong bayan. Diba? Ayun. So, nakakaloka. At ayun na nga yung kanilang mga hechos balungos. Miss Joey, yung kay Ado naman. Wala, na kasi, ang tawag dito, si Ace Barbers. Si Ace Barbers na lang yung Gina G sa totoo lang. Siya na lang yung Gina G dun sa Tricom hearing. Ganon. I don't know, siguro gusto niyang talagang makagante. Feeling ko, yung aming impression na, gaganti tong mga to, kay Ace Barbers nagkatotoo yun. Pero, it looks like the other congressmen, the other representative, do not share sentiment na katulad ng kay Barbers. Pero si Barbers, talagang gustong gumante. Gusto mamahiya, ganon. So, kaya spicy pa rin yung mga statement niya, tapos binamaliit niya yung mga vloggers, inaano pa rin niya kami, kinikembot pa rin niya kami, ganyan. Gusto niyong mapanood yung video na, dito talaga na high blood si Crisette at saka si Ate MJ Ayun. Nakita mo ba tong video na to, Sas? Yung kanilang highlight video ng Tricom? Eto, wait lang. Eto.
On the part of the Committee on Information.
Di na raw nila kaya.
Is always 2/3 of all the members present there being a quorum. So, that's why I join also the sentiment of Congressman Barbers that it can be done. It can be done if ever we will amend such motion that was made by this representation during the previous hearing. But of course, we need at least 2/3 of all the members present there being a quorum. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Salamat po. Even the against the debate will be discussed on the later part of this hearing. Now, we will be proceeding on the next item of our agenda. This is a video presentation. Kung bakit po natin ginagawa ang hearing na to, ano po ba talaga ang mga nakita natin sa hearing na to ay nakapanood po dito sa video na ilalabas po natin. The video will summarize key highlights from the previous hearings, including admissions by influencers of spreading false information.
See? Grabe, no? Ginawa nila. Ito lang yung highlight. Influencers admitting peddling false information. Grabe talaga.
Findings on coordinated disinformation campaigns and the broader societal impact of fake news in undermining public trust and democratic discourse. The video will also showcase the efforts of the 19th Congress in confronting these issues through legislative inquiry and emphasize the need for urgent reforms to address the growing threats posed by digital disinformation and foreign interference. So, the Chair would like also to acknowledge the presence of Vice Chairperson ng Committee ng ICT, si Francisco Paulo Ortega. So, Comsec, please present the video.
Sa likod ng bawat viral post, may mga pulis at military daw na magre-resign dahil di na raw nila kaya. Patriotism my ass. Kayo kaya ang taksil sa bayan.
Tens of thousands of Filipinos over the age of 40 are quitting their jobs and retiring. All this is thanks to a new financial platform developed by the government.
Today is your lucky day. I don't know if everyone will be able to watch this broadcast, but only those who were lucky enough to find it will be able to take advantage of this opportunity. Financial platform to everyone, and suddenly everyone becomes a millionaire.
Sa bawat pamagat na naka-all caps, sa bawat video na mabilis kumalat,
Masakit po yun pag ginagawa po yun ng China, masakit po yun pag ginagawa po yun ng Vietnam, masakit po yun pag ginagawa po yun ng Malaysia. Pero yun po ang nature ng visa sa China Sea. Tayo rin po nag-water ka Mr. Chair.
The DDS of the Duterte diehard supporters are a large group of people in the Philippines. What's funny about them is that they are so gullible and effortless to manipulate. These DDS people need education. They need a lot of it. They believe everything the Duterte family says. They don't think at all.
The viral video supposedly shows President Bongbong Marcos sniffing an illegal drug. The video was spread online just before he delivered his third State of the Nation address in July 2024.
totoo ba ito?
We are
being divided online, and yet it's Filipinos and Filipinos fighting each other. A lie told 1,000 times drowns out the truth.
Ilang Pilipino na ba ang naniniwala sa kasinungalingan? Hindi lang ito nakikita sa numero. 90% of Filipinos exposed to political fake news. Only 0.1% can detect deepfakes, kundi sa epekto nito sa buhay ng Pilipino. Kaya may laban na kailangang isulong.
You said, in Tagalog, ang tanga ng gobyernong to, not just as leaders, but as human beings. Is that what you feel? Do you have the facts? Do you have the information? Do you have the documents? Kung saan mo kinuha ito? Sa news mo lang pala kinuha eh. Wala kang documents. You cannot even tell me if you're telling facts or truth.
I apologize for saying the word tanga in my post.
Kayong mga vloggers, huwag kayong magbibigay ng opinion lang, impression ninyo. Ibigay nyo yung katotohanan, may dokumento kayo.
Ang tanga, no? Kayong mga vloggers, sila may dokumento. Fake news ang tanga, sabi ni Sir. True. Admission na ba yun ng fake news? Diyos me.
Being the chairman of the Human Rights and one that's investigating, I am actually insulted with your statement.
That is my truth. Those are my opinion. Anyway,
Ikaw ang sumuli, Mr. Chair.
Okay po, sir.
Ikaw ang sumuli.
Yes. Okay.
Sinulat mo yun eh.
Okay po, tanga po ako, sir.
Do you have the power to delete this unlawful malicious libelous post?
You may have a hard time defining exactly where to draw the line between something that is fair criticism and or libelous or defamatory under local law.
As we have heard, Facebook Philippines does not control the platform, nor does it handle content regulation or policy enforcement. This makes it difficult for Filipinos to seek timely and effective recourse when harm occurs online. It's a matter of accountability, Mr. Chair, not just for regulation, but for the protection of the Filipino people. And because of such, the posting of false information and misleading news, the content that harms not only the subjects of the questionable post, but also the public trust in state institutions should not be tolerated. Would you agree with that also?
Okay, I want to answer this question carefully.
My question was very simple. It's answerable by yes or no.
Investigasyon, pagsingil, pananagutan.
Problematic ganun po grabe yung fake news to a point that a certain public official may believe in that distorted information. Wala akong katotohanan nun.
We're only going to run after the purveyors of fake news.
Yes or no? Do you have the document under oath?
None, sir.
O none?
It's on the, like I said, it's a...
So none.
This seminar, was it sponsored or did you have to pay for your seminar fees?
This was sponsored.
So, ang nagbayad po nito ay yung State of China.
Yes, sir.
Kayo kaya ang taksil sa bayan dahil sunod-sunuran kayo sa dikta ng Amerika. Booking na ang kawalang hiyaan mo, Jay Tariela. And this is the reason why we need to counter fake news purveyor like Mr. Mark Lopez spreading. Ito ang dahilan kung bakit ang hirap nating pagkaisahin ng mga Pilipino sa mga pagsasalita na katulad ni Mark Lopez na ganyan, that he never hesitates to call out the aggressive actions of the People's Republic of China. And he appears to even side with the People's Republic of China's narrative.
TRICOM 19th Congress. The fight against fake news has begun. Pero hindi lang ito laban ng TRICOM. Laban ito ng taong bayan. Makiisa, makialam, manindigan.
Mahirap talaga itong laban na to.
Mahirap talaga yung laban kasi hindi mo naiintindihan. Hindi nyo naiintindihan yung konsepto ng prior restraint, ng censorship, hindi nyo naiintindihan yung freedom of speech, yung right, yung protected speech. Mahirapan talaga kayo kung wala kayong alam. Tatangan nyo dyan eh. Ayun. Is opinion a truth or a lie? Sabi ni Filipino Leaks. Actually, sa totoo lang, kahit hindi, yung mga hindi accurate na na mga opinion or yung mga bagay na hindi factual, but it's something that you said in reaction to something, ganyan. Kung hindi siya libelous, hindi siya defamatory, hindi siya magiging ano no, hindi siya magfo-fall into a criminal act. Is actually a protected speech. It is
Leila, ano ba yung sinasabi
even a
mo?
lie. Even a lie is a protected speech.
Sandali lang, ano ba yung, una, no one is omniscient. Oh,
Correct.
Joey, spell omniscient.
Hirap naman. Omniscient, omnipresent, omnipotent.
Ibig sabihin, dude, you cannot 100% be certain that whatever you're saying is 100% true. Because there will always be some gradients of your fidelity to what actually happened.
Mm-mm.
Okay? And that is a scientific fact. Okay? So, ganyan talaga pag mahina sa science ang bansa, hindi nila ito maintindihan, no? Ngayon, kung sasabihin mo yung opinion is true or false, then it is for you to appreciate it. If it is false, then it's false. If it's true, then it's true for you. Now, what is it to you that the person's opinion is false? Do you really want to jail someone for having a false opinion? Halimbawa, sinabi ko, ako ay reincarnation ni Cleopatra. Oh. Anong gusto mo? Pakukulong mo ako?
Hindi ka nagsasabi ng totoo. Yun yung sabi ko nga eh.
Malay ko, hindi ko rin alam kung totoo yun. Wala akong documents.
Sino bang
Diba?
numero unong fake news purveyor? Mga parents ng toddlers.
Yeah, si Santa
Diba?
Claus.
Santa
Pagsabihin ng
Claus.
mga magulang, sa mga magulang, no, regalo yan ni Santa Claus. Ano yun, pakukulong mo yung magulang mo? Dahil pagtanda mo, nalaman mo hindi pala totoo si Santa Claus? Niloloko ka pala ng hanggang ng ilang taon?
Or the trauma na binigay sa'yo ng magulang mo dahil sinabi niya pag nagkasugat ka, may lalabas na pare.
Oo, yung mga
Diba?
ganyan. Yung mga ano, how exact, di ba? Parang, who is going to judge if the opinion is true or false? And what is it to you? The only cure for a false opinion is more opinion.
Correct.
Anong gusto mo? Bumalik tayo sa panahon ni ni Galileo Galilei?
Ano pa?
na merong nagde-decide na nako, mali yung opinion na yan dahil hindi yan nababatay sa utos ng simbahan. Dapat kang ikulong. Ganyan ba gusto ninyo? Pwede tayong bumalik doon. Marami kayong hindi masasabi ngayon. Sinasabi ko sa inyo.
True.
Ayun na nga. Ngayon, kung sinasabi mo, it will be harmful to society kasi maraming maniniwala, ganyan. You are taking the responsibility away from people to decide for themselves. If people believe in a false opinion, it is their problem, not your problem. It is their problem. Hindi ba? Maraming ang naniniwala na healthy na okay kumain ng processed food. Oh. Yung mga ganyan, ipakukulong mo? Because it's not healthy to eat processed food.
Correct.
That's a fact. Oh. Ngayon, kung may nagpo-promote niyan, are they promoting falsehood? Di ba? Yun yung ano, kaya nga you call out. If there is an opinion that you don't agree with, you call it out. Hindi ba? You shield your children from it. Wala namang pumipigil sa inyo eh, na ituro sa mga anak ninyo kung ano gusto niyo paniwalaan nila. Di ba? Ngayon, kung yung isang tao naniniwala siya doon, amats niya yun eh. The best that you can do is to express yourself and then argue why
your own amats.
Argue your own amats, di ba? Oh, ngayon, kung walang maniwala sa'yo, maybe there's a problem with how you deliver the message, di ba? Kaya mas magaling. Alam niyo, sobrang daming opinion that is false, that is circulating in social media. Are you going to police everything and jail everyone who actually express a false opinion in social media? Or are you going just to select opinions that you would like to jail? Then you are now venturing on violating the equal protection of law. O di may discriminatory ka, may discrimination ka na, di ba? Kasi wala naman dito usapan on your capability, on your right to judge whether an opinion is believable or not. Wala naman pumipilit sa inyo eh. No. How many of you got forced to open a Facebook account? How many? 1 or 0? 0. You open a Facebook account. Now, you are actually making yourself vulnerable to opinions that you may not agree with. That is a fact of life. Once you leave your house, you are opening yourself to a lot of discussions that may have false or correct opinion. As a mature person, what are you gonna do? Are you going to the police and tell the police, oh my God, yung nakausap ko dun sa tindahan, sinasabihan ako ng false opinion? Is that what you're gonna do? If that's what you're gonna do outside social media, why is it that you want to do it on social media? Sagot niyo nga ako. Halimbawa, nang pumunta ka ng tindahan, may nakausap ka. Yung nakausap mo, ay, mali ata itong opinion na to ah. False ata ito. Naku, maling balita ito. Ano gagawin mo doon? Do you go to the police? Papa-open ka ng TRICOM? Paano kung yung tao, yung maraming nakapalibot na sa kanya, na, chika siya ng chika. Oh. Lalo na yung katapusan na ng mundo, sa May 21, magugunaw na ang mundo. Tapos ang dami nang nakikinig sa kanya. Marami yan ha, maraming ganyan. O dumating ang May 21, hindi nagunaw ang mundo, pakukulong mo yung tao.
True.
Di ba? Ipakukulong mo yung tao. Dahil hindi naman nagunaw ang mundo ng May 21. Di ba? In life, you will always commit mistakes. And do you know that there is a right to be wrong?
Exactly.
Do you actually know that there is a right to be wrong? Because if there is no right to be wrong, ano bang gagawin mo sa buhay? Hindi ka magsasalita kasi hindi mo alam kung yung sasabihin mo mali pala or tama. That's how you learn. By being wrong, encountering something wrong, and then actually forming your own beliefs. Hindi ba? And of course, there is some speech that shouldn't be protected, like shouting fire in a cinema.
And or yung bomb jokes. Yeah, that's prohibited. Jokes. Yeah, that's prohibited.
Diba? Because those actually, ako talaga,
yung misinformation about financial institution, because it's a fiduciary kasi ang banks eh. So if you're going to sow doubt on the fiduciary, on the financial institution, it may cause bank run. So that is also illegal. That is also
marami na pong speech, marami na pong form of speech ang unprotected. Marami siya. Hindi niyo ba alam ngayon pag may tinawag kayong bakla sa kanto pwede kayong ikulong. Thanks to Risa Ontiveros Safe Space Act. Oh, ang dami ng speech ang unprotected. Di ba? So now, yung gusto nila, yung tungkol sa kanilang mga politician, kailangan gawing illegal. Hindi po pwede yun. Because politicians can be lampoon. Can be subjected to a lot of things. Na pagtatawanan sila, ridicule, etc. Diba? So yun ang eksena sa buhay. Pero the cure for wrong speech, it's more speech. It's not less. Kaya, diba? Like, ewan ko kung ano gusto nyo mangyari, no? Nung parang, naalala ko dun sa, nangyari dun sa dati kong university sa Netherlands. Kasi di ba nauso yung mga, cancel culture. May mga bagay kang hindi pwedeng sabihin. Kasi incorrect.
Kasi politically incorrect.
Kasi politically incorrect. Oh, yung mga politically incorrect, that's actually kind of falsehood. Kasi it's politically incorrect. So ngayon, sabi ng teacher ko, so may mga student pang ginagawa pa nila. Alam mo, parang silang nagsusulat na, ito sinabi nito ganito. Itong ganitong word, ito ganyan. Naloka sila. Tapos dumating ang point na wala nang gustong mag-participate. Wala nang kasi may graded, may grade yung university na yan on class participation. Tahimik na lang lahat. Kasi baka daw may masabi silang hindi tama. Gusto nyo yung ganon? Tahimik na lang. Tatahimik ang social media, sinasabi ko sa inyo. Dahil anything, any opinion can be proven incorrect in some way or form. Gusto nyo ba yun? Diba? Paano kung ito, bibigyan ko kayo ng halimbawa. Paano kung halimbawa yung gobyerno, As in, naging militant atheist siya.
Mm.
Sabihin niya, false yan pag sasabihin yung merong Diyos. Kukulong kayo. Gusto niyo? Kasi false. Paano naman kung very religious yung naging gobyerno? Tapos sasabihin ng gobyerno, yung mga naniniwala ng walang Diyos, ikukulong. Gusto niyo rin yan. Kasi sabihin nila, kasi false yung paniniwala ninyo. Gusto niyo ganon? Are you stupid? At pag nakulong yan, sasagutin yan ng gobyerno, pagkain nila, ganyan, etc.
Totoo.
You know,
Actually, Sase,
hindi pure sa lahat ng problema ninyo, ipakulong nyo ang tao.
Oo. Yung problem nila, yung kanilang formulation ng problem, dito, kasi syempre, kailangan mag-operate on certain assumption nitong TRICOM para meron siyang legitimacy na merong problem at itong TRICOM, sinasagot yung problem na yon. Ang premise ng TRICOM is this, they are saying that people are making decision based on wrong information. So that is why they want to correct the information so that people are going to make a decision based on right information. So therefore, they are just trying to do their job by ensuring that the public will get the right information. Nakita niyo yung mali? Nakita niyo yung mali? Our legislators, lalong-lalo na itong nandito sa TRICOM, they think that the thinking public is stupid. That they have to process the information for you bago mo i-consume. That is how we are being treated by these representatives in TRICOM. Pasensya na, kaya namin to ginagawa kasi kailangan ma-ensure namin na mga information na i-consume ng public ay tama. Kasi kapag hindi tama ang information na i-consume ng public, magdedesisyon sila based on wrong information. Ayaw namin yun. And I think, sobrang yung parang, while there are information, okay, that should be corrected, okay? And marami namang aspect, like for example, yung mga health bulletin, yung mga public health bulletin. Of course, the government should be the one to really to really verify yung mga public health issues. It must come from a reliable office na sa gobyerno para may guideline and things like that, ganyan. Pero in most cases, kung sino ang nagko-consume ng information, siya ang nagpa-process ng information. Ngayon, hindi mo siya dapat tinitingnan whether or not totoo yung information o hindi. Kung ayaw ninyo na magdesisyon ang mamamayan ng palpak, gawin mo siyang matalino. I-equip mo yung mamamayan sa kanyang information processing. Huwag kayong mag-focus dun sa information per se. Mag-focus kayo on how you are going to make the people more critical. You must legislate laws that are empowering. Tinusto ni Sase, yung tungkol kay, di ba may part dyan si Franz Castro? May part dyan si Franz Castro. Sabi ni Franz Castro, bakit yung mga social media website, ganyan pagka yung issue sa algorithm, na kapag kunwari nag-search ka, for example, nag-search ka ng palda, maya-maya lahat na ng mga ads mo, panay palda na rin yung makikita mo sa newsfeed mo and things like that, So takang-taka si Franz Castro kung paano nangyari yun. Dapat daw hindi ganon. Dapat pagka nag-search ka na isang bagay, dapat doon na yun magtatapos. Wala na dapat mga suggested links or suggested information or mga ano-ano. Dapat wala. Kina-question niya kasi yung SEO, yung system, search engine optimization. Yan. Kasi may mga SEO,
Alam mo dapat kay Franz Castro, basahin niya yung contract niya na pinirmahan nung nag-join siya ng Facebook. Beck, you are governed with the contract. Dapat, kung may ayaw ka, hindi mo pinirmahan yung kontrata. Bakit yun? Papabago mo yun.
True. At saka gusto ko sana sabihin na tangina, Franz, pag ayaw mo yung ad or ayaw mo nung post, for example, itong post na to, click mo yung 3 button, may interested, not interested. Pag interested, more of your post will be like this. Less of your post will be like this pag not interested. So pipindutin mo lang yung isa dyan. Pwede mo ring i-unfollow kung ayaw mo nang makita. Kunwari si Arian Jane Ramos, ayaw mo na siyang makita. O i-unfollow mo siya. O kung ayaw mo naman siya makita pero for few days lang, o i-snooze mo siya. 'Di ba? Yun yung mga pwede mong gawin.
Ito, Franz, may pinamahan kang terms of contract. Binasa mo sana yan. No? Una, we show you personalized ads, offers, and other sponsored or commercial content to help you discover content, products, and services that you are offered by the many businesses or organizations that use Facebook and other Meta products.
Mm-hmm. So mayroon talagang predictive, may mga predictive
predictive algorithm. So, ibig sabihin yan, Franz, you are bound by the contract.
Mm-mm.
Ano yung papabaguhin kontrata nila? Hindi ka naman nagbayad to use the service.
Pero daming demands, no? Pero daming demands.
Kasi yun nag-join ka, may kontrata ka. Diba? Kita mo, TOR number 2, how our services are funded. Instead of paying to use Facebook and other products and services we offer by using the Meta products covered by these terms, you agree that we can show you personalized ads and other commercial and sponsored content that businesses and organizations pay us to promote on and off Meta company products. So, Franz, nag-agree ka.
Mm-mm.
You are bound by the contract.
Uh-uh. So magiging part ka nung SEO mechanism nung Facebook. If you're going to search for, let's say, January.
Alam mo dapat nang gawin ng Facebook? Alam mo dapat nang gawin ng Facebook? Magkaroon sila ng paid Meta. Nagawin ng paid Meta. Hindi ka parang sa YouTube, di ba pag merong paid service yung YouTube, na pag yung paid service, pwede ka mag-opt out sa mga advertisements. Kung gusto mo ng super personalized na hindi ka pupushan, dapat may gano'n ng Facebook. Tingnan natin kung ilan ang magbabayad. Diba? Actually maganda yun kasi kung nagreklamo ka
parang yung mga games, 'di ba? Pagka nag-download ka, merong mga no ads version. Pagka kunwari, bayad yung yung online game na yon, walang mga ads na papasok doon sa uninterrupted. Ganon. Premium membership. Yeah, pati rin sa YouTube. Sa YouTube, pagka premium member ka, hindi ka maiistorbo ng ads. Pag nag-premium member ka sa YouTube, ayun, walang ads yung mag-watch ka ng video, wala kang ads na makikita. During wala kang ads na makikita. Pag naka-premium.
Hindi, mag-super premium sila, na mag-Facebook sila, pero ang makikita lang talaga nila, yung, mag-opt out sila sa algorithm. Dapat may gawin ng Facebook, no? Yung, okay, we hear you, those who would like to opt out to algorithm, who only wants to see the post of their friends, and the pages that they subscribe to, then may paid service. And then tingnan natin kung ilan yung magbabayad. Dapat may ganon.
Totoo.
Kung ako Facebook, magaganon ako. Diba?
True. Ayun. Napanood mo yung part na pinagsalita nila si Kaado? Tapos yung sabi ni Dan Fernandez at saka ni Barbers, ano po ba yung desisyon ng UNCLOS? Di ba po yung UNCLOS nag-decide na sa atin ng West Philippine Sea? Narinig mo yun, yung part na yun?
Hindi ko siya napanood, girl. And then, ikwento mo nandun.
Sabi ni Kaado, hindi mo po nagdesisyon yung UNCLOS, ang nagdesisyon po arbitral tribunal. Hindi, nabasa mo ba yung desisyon? Hindi mo ba alam na in-invalidate na ng desisyon ng UNCLOS ang historical right claim ng ang historical right na kiniklaim ng China? Sabi ni Kaado, sabi niya ganun, That's not true kasi hindi naman party ang China. Paano magkakaroon ng claim ang China doon sa arbitral ruling? Eh hindi naman part yung China noong arbitral ruling na yon. So yung claim na sinasabi is not the claim of China. It is actually an argument na tayo rin ang nagbigay at tayo rin ang sumagot. At hindi yun yun yung explanation ni Kaado At hindi yun hindi yun galing sa China yung sinasabi ninyo na may historical claim sila. Yung 9-dash line, hindi yun galing sa China, galing yun sa atin. Tayo yung nagsabi nun. We argued for them. Ayun. Pagkatapos parang, bakit mo alam to? Bakit mo alam to? Ganyan. Bakit ka, ganyan. Ano bang expertise mo? Inadom na nila si Kaado. Sabi nila na, sabi ni Kaado, siya, tawag dito, nag-serve siya as a diplomat, ganun. Diplomat? Bakit? Naging, ka ba? Naging DFA employee ka ba? Ganyan. Ayun. So sabi niya, I was a political appointee. Sabi ngayon nila Dan Fernandez. Political appointee ka lang pala eh. Bakit mo kini-claim na na diplomat ka hindi ka naman naging empleyado ng DFA. Wala ka namang plantilla position sa DFA. Ayun. So yun. Tapos ayun na, yan. Ininsulto nila si Kaado na ikaw, maka-China ka eh. 'Di ba? Chinaman ka? Ganyan. Ayun na ang kanilang mga naging linyahan. Ayun. Nakaka-disappoint. And ayun nga, at yung last part ng hearing, yung speech ni Barbers. Ayun. Kasi pakinggan natin ngayon yung speech ni Barbers. Ayan, para makapag-react tayo dito.
This information was just shared by some friends and said,
Okay, go.
Yan, kayo ho yung ini-interview, sir, Mr. Paglinawan? Hello? Sir, kayo po yan, ini-interview? Opo. Okay. Pwede play yung video?
Ang direksyon niya. Panlima, yung pagbubulol-bulol niya. Malimit na pagbubulol-bulol. Magaling naman mag-English ang ating Pangulo. Bakit commission nagkakabuhol-buhol? So, ang taong bayan sa perception level, no? Kumbinsido na nagdodroga talaga ang ating Pangulo. No? In fact, baka nga yung pamilya niya, yung bukit na pagbubulol-bulol.
Okay, sige.
Magaling naman mag-English ang ating Pangulo. Bakit commission nagkakabuhol?
You made your point, Congressman Ace Barbers.
Yeah, I'd like to ask Mr. Paglinawan, Mr. Chair. Yung sinasabi ho kasi niya na mukhang sinasang-ayunan niya, no? Ang kanyang paniwala na kagaya po na nakot doon ay bangag, no? Tama po ba 'yon?
Kung papakinggan po niyo ang sinabi, meron pong preface yung aking opinion on a perception level.
Sige po. Paki-educate mo nga kami doon sa sinasabi niyong perception level. Kasi parang ngayon ko na yan eh. Ano lang, sir, tanungin na lang kita. Ano ang paniwala niyo?
Ang personal ko pong paliwanag, no, labas sa perception level, ay wala akong conclusive evidence.
Okay, sige. Salamat po. Thank you.
Po ba?
Mr. Chair, may I proceed with my closing statement now?
Okay, thank you so much. Finally, Congressman Ace Barbers, you are now recognized for your closing remarks. Please.
Teka, ito yung closing statement ni Barbers. Si Barbers, Diyos ko. Gigil ka, Barbers, sa totoo lang. Napakawalang kwenta.